Hey everyone, thanks for joining us today. This is Leslie with Tier 1 Jank. We're getting ready to get started with our Battle of the Jank tonight. Marcus and I are going to go head to head with a couple of our decks and show you what they've got. So tonight, the way we set this up is Marcus is going to sit on our laptop in the other room, and that way we can battle each other out. So I get to be on camera with you tonight, which is probably better because when I beat him, you don't want to see him cry on camera. That'd be really bad.
Go ahead and hit the play button.
He is talking in my ear though. Hit the play button.
Arena.
I just hit play. Did you set it up so that it's going to set it up to challenge you already?
It should have been on there. Did you hit something else?
Nope. Nope, I did not. I got it. This is the first time I've ever done a direct challenge, actually. He's used it a couple of times. For those of you who don't know, though, direct challenge is something you can do to challenge specific players. It is kind of particular, though. You have to have both of you on the thing at the exact same time. You have to have the exact full opponent's name with their little number after it to put into the direct challenge box. So Marcus was kind enough to put his in there for me. So we're going to hit play on this. He's going to get his side set up. And then once he says that he's going to do challenge with us, then we'll be ready to go. So just want to remind you guys too, if you're watching, please take a minute to like or give us a comment. That really helps out with our content coming up in the YouTube searches. We're going to get started here. I'm going to play my Girl Power deck. Looks like Marcus is going to be going first. I am not going to keep this one though. Wow. Wow. Yeah, we're not keeping that either. Okay, this is better at least. At least I've got some lands. I think I'm actually going to leave that one on top. Just because I have an early play here. This will help me with controlling something. Plus, if I can get salmon out, that's going to give me a servo that I can use. So, all right, we'll start with tap land. And then we're going to do a few games like this, and then in a little bit I have kind of a different version of this deck that's really neat. It uses Proliferate. We're going to give that one a try too. All right, so we've got Marcus playing an opt here. What you got? Okay. I think I want to go ahead and get my incubation druid out now. Even if he does anything to get rid of that, it's okay because I've got captain that I can play this next turn, which is going to help with a little bit of ramp too. And I'm okay with that. I need another red to play Saheeli anyways, so we can hold that one up, and if he does put anything out, then I've got the Bedevil to take care of that. Unfortunately, I think we're going to see a lot of instants and sorceries with this one. Speaking of, so I think before he can really get any value off of Saheeli, I want to go ahead and take her out, but I also want to see what he's going to have next. I mean, even if he gets one servo token, that's not a big deal, but I want to see what he's going to play. I think I'd much rather get rid of that one. Raw's a little bit bigger of a threat than Saheeli is.
Beating you will be a breeze.
And now we're going to go ahead and do that after that.
I should really get
Trigger
back to
there.
class. You must be accompanied by a parent or guardian.
So this deck that Marcus is running has a really neat combo in it, and Raw is for sure something I want to keep off the board because of that. I can't really take care of any of the instants and sorceries that he's got going on in there. So I am definitely going to just be targeting Raw as much as I can anytime he's getting out. I want to get a treasure here. I think that we'll just go for face right now. Saheeli's not posing too much of a threat right now. And I'm going to save that treasure just in case I don't get something to trigger Saheeli later to get a servo, and that way I can keep one of my treasures back to copy something if I've got something out there to copy. Speaking of treasures, Marcus is going to get a couple himself from that Pirate's Village. It's one of our favorite cards. You definitely get a lot of value off of it. Draw a couple of cards, get rid of something in your hand that's not really going to help you. Okay, I'm not getting too much here. I don't really know if I want to lose Captain Storm right now, but I want to put a little pressure on at the same time. And we have enough mana that if we get a Carnage Tyrant out now, which is the big dude in the deck, that I'm not going to have to worry about
Destruction your only art.
having enough mana to play in. So right now with him being tapped out, unless he's got a negate and he's going to use that treasure for it, which to be honest, knowing Marcus and treasure, I don't mind if he uses his treasure to get rid of that Saheeli.
This should be fun.
I'm going to go ahead and play the Lana Werewolves. A lot of times I like to hold a card back in my hand, especially if it's something that's just kind of low like that. But it's an additional mana source. And if I really needed to, I can turn one of my treasures into an additional mana source with Saheeli. So if I wanted to play, for example, I wanted to play a Carnage Tyrant and a Crawl without having to lose one of my treasures, can do that. And Crawl, Harpooner, is actually something that is amazing in this deck. I've had a couple of times where I've had a Carnage Tyrant and a Crawl out and been able to copy the Carnage Tyrant, and it's swinging in for a lot. This is really nice, and I think would really help with putting some pressure on. So let's go ahead and do that. Get Vraska out here. Gonna make some pirates. I'm surprised that I haven't seen some counters in this yet. Hey Justin, how you doing? Alright, so we're gonna make a pirate.
Make your captain proud.
I definitely have some room for blockers. Oh, I hear. Yes. Yes. What, babe? Yeah. I'm one of those people where I can't really read and concentrate at the exact same time, so you have to bear with me a little bit. So I want to put just a little bit more pressure on to Saheeli here. I'm going to turn one of my treasures into Pirate, and that way I can swing in with that one and Captain at Saheeli. I know I might end up losing my Captain in that, but I want to start taking her down a little bit. I think we're just waiting on that to be resolved. I like this versus idea too. It's actually Marcus's idea. Oh, okay. Well, that stinks. Thanks. I think I'm just going to hold back, actually. So what he did there was he got rid of my pirate, and that made it so that that target was gone when my artifact went to go copy. So Saheeli was trying to copy it, and since it wasn't there for it to see that item to copy anymore, my treasure didn't get turned into a pirate. It'd be cool to see how certain decks stack up against certain decks. Yeah, absolutely. This one, another streamer that we like, Eric, I don't know, Justin, if you follow him too. He's at Sideboard MTG, but he played this Girl Power deck the other night, and I felt so bad because he ended up against a white deck, and it's like the one deck that this deck doesn't do the best against right now. I'm still tweaking it. Okay, so we're going to block one. We're going to block one here. That way Vraska's only taking a couple of damage. I'm not losing Captain for that. And I still got some artifacts out here I can mess with Saheeli, so. Let's get a pirate out again.
Crew, attack at will.
I think 6, 7. I got another land in hand, so I don't think I need another treasure. I think I'd rather leave the blocker up, and that way if he gets anything else coming out, I can block it. But that's gonna be a little harder now with no Captain. Unfortunately, those treasures don't add to her toughness, so. All right, we're going to hold back on this one. Okay. I know, I felt so bad. The first one that he went against was great because it totally did exactly what it was supposed to. It got the lands out it was supposed to. We got Carnage Tyrant out. We didn't get to see Saheeli and Samit do their really cool little thing, but it was really cool to see how quickly the ramp went up on it, and it just did a really great job. And Angrath really helped in that game too. But man, that second round that he came up to was just not good. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm gonna just block one here. She's gonna be down to 5. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and block another one. I think I need to get rid of something here. So I want to leave Vraska enough that I can take her down and not lose her, hopefully. But I feel like I need to get rid of something. This board's getting overwhelming for mine. I also really need to draw something besides a land this time. Thanks, babe.
me.
So I guess we won't be getting rid of something with Vraska. So this is really cool too. I've done this before. So Marcus is playing a Saheeli so that he can have more counters on her, really. But that Saheeli is triggering the other Saheeli, so you still get some value off that first one. So that's a really cool little trick. Of course, exactly what I did not need to draw. But we'll get it out there. We'll get a pirate out here.
Show no mercy.
I think we just pass. I need a pirate's pillage. That's what I need. I need to draw some stuff. That's what those are in the deck for. Well, twofold. They are in there for the treasures too, because that helps me ramp into stuff. And I've got, again, artifacts that I can use with Saheeli. I really like these kind of like mid-range, kind of synergistic decks. Seem really cool. Okay.
I like to think fast.
Marcus is on. We have the phone going too, so that if anything goes wrong while I'm on camera, he can run out and help me. And he targeted that land, and I kind of knew that it was going to become a land, but he thought it was going to be a 3/3. Because you have to pay for it to become the 3/3. It's originally a land. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to resolve. At first, too, I checked it because I thought maybe it had 3 1/1 counters on it. And you got to be careful with that because if you take one of your artifacts and you turn it into something that's a 0/0 initially with counters on it, your artifact is just gone. It just disappears because it's a 0/0. It doesn't copy the counters. It only copies this original state that it was in. All right, what do we got coming at her? 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, yep, 8. So, yeah, she's basically just gonna die. I say we don't block. We'll just let her take it. I'm not taking the damage, so.
I can't go back empty-handed.
I know I can't go back empty-handed. Mid-range is my favorite decks to play. Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like I've done more control decks before, too. Not blue. Blue's not my thing, which is funny because I know I'm playing Saheeli, but I use the red for her. Why do you keep getting Saheelis to trigger those Saheelis? It's weird. But they tended to be more like black and white or black and red, which is really fun. But these mid-range ones that just have like all these little things that kind of tie in together, I really like that. I think that they're a lot of fun. So I think what I'm going to do, he'd have to block with both. That's not gonna, I mean, it's gonna get rid of one if he does. I kind of feel like Saheeli's just sitting here. I'm not getting anything out that's gonna do anything with her. He's tapped out right now. So I think we're gonna just go ahead and copy this. It's gonna have menace, so that's gonna make it so that he would have to block with both and at least kill a servo if he decides to block. But I want to leave enough blockers back too that if he swings in with some of those servos this next time, then I can block those. I'm also leaving back enough that I can add some counters onto my incubation druid if I need to. And that way she'll be a little bit tougher too. Thank God, a land. I need something besides Elaine. I need a Carnage Tyrant, like really bad. Or an Angrath. That would be really great right now. Get that last card out. Start having him top deck. That'd be nice. The other thing I could do is take this electrostatic field because it would go away at the end of the turn, which would make him have to block with these little guys, which would be cool too. So just back to you, Justin, too. I do like to play control, but I kind of like to play a very specific type of control. Oh, there's my other chick. So typically when I do control, it's got like some kind of like crazy big ending. Like I used to run Torment of Hailfire, Banefire, stuff like that. But like anything else, just anything blue especially, I'm not patient enough for it. And I don't know enough, I think, about a lot of the decks that it just, I don't know, just doesn't work for me. I think I totally just targeted the wrong artifact too. Ooh, I think I'm actually going to keep this just because I have both of these out here. I want to proliferate those, and that's going to give me a counter on this Druid, which is going to be a lot cheaper than paying to make her get those extra counters on her. I can't down tick Saheeli, so let's just... Let's just go ahead and swing in. Oh, that's right. This one's got haste. Okay, so it's good. We're good. I think we just hold this one back and we go on with these three. Just try and get rid of this chick here. Yeah, I like the mid-range too just because it's got a lot more flexibility. And I like to put my sideboard, I like to set it up so that it's got a little bit of both. So I have extra creatures in it if I need to go creature heavy, and it's got extra control stuff in it if I need to go control heavy. And a lot of times I'll swap my deck out just so it's like completely different deck on the next game. Okay, so we're going to get rid of some servos here. That's good. We are getting a little bit through to Saheeli. Getting her knocked down enough that she can't now do anything on his side of the board unless he's got another one, but I'm pretty sure that he's played 3 now. Yeah, 3. All right, so getting another servo. Did a point of damage to me because electrostatic field. Not a horribly big deal. So what are you going to opt to do, dear? Leaving it on top. Okay. There's the... I'm supposed to have the girl power deck. I'm supposed to have the girl power deck. And you're playing all the Saheelis.
Anything like this.
Holding back some blockers. Okay, so this is going to trigger Saheeli, which is cool. We're going to put a counter here. And then we're going to proliferate, which is going to add counters to my planeswalkers and to my druid, making her a little bit bigger. But the other thing that's really cool is now she can tap for 3 mana of any one color that my lands can produce. So when I get a Carnage Tyrant coming out, if I've got anything else in hand, which right now isn't really a whole lot happening there with that, that'll really help. Okay, how do I want to do this? I think, let's see, need 4 blockers for those. I definitely want to do this and scry, because that's going to help me hopefully get to something good.
Surrender now and I'll spare
I
you.
kind of don't think we need another one of those, actually. I want to try and get to a Carnage Tyrant here. And then I think I'm just going to swing in with those 3 again. And we're going to hit Saheeli again. Just keep putting the pressure there. I want to wait until my big guy's out before I start really hitting him in the face now. Ah, this time he did it. That's a really good way to add a blocker, having that mobilized district. Which one's that one for? Oh, it's my pirate. Okay. Yeah. We'll kill the servo. So Saheeli's still going to take 2, which is good. And I only lost 1, which is fine with me. And again, I have enough mana up if needed. I can buff my... Nope, I can't. I forgot I put those counters on her already, so I can't adapt her now. That'll really get some people with adapt too. I have played people who go to adapt their Terramanders after they've added a counter to it with something else that they played in their deck. Thinking that they have the win because they're going to have this big flying creature coming at me, and then they forget that it has a counter on it, so they can't adapt it again, or at all. And the look on their face is a little bit sad, not going to lie. All right. Well... I gotta scry again. I really need to get to a Carnage Tyrant. That land's not gonna do it.
We strike now.
That's not bad, though. I kind of think I want to keep that, actually. Alright, we're gonna combat here. So, might be wondering why I didn't buff up my Menace guy. Honestly, I don't know. It probably would have been a good idea. I mean, you could block with just the electrostatic field, though, in 1 servo, and then you're only going to lose 1 servo. So, either way. Go ahead and get this land down. Probably more likely to block and let things die if you know you're going to kill something too, maybe? I don't know. Sometimes I just go with my gut. Hey, what's up, Dummy Nation? How you doing, Corey? Really? So much for Angrath coming out and helping me. Oh my gosh. I do not want him out here. Especially with that much open mana. So basically what happens with this, especially with that many cards in hand, is if Marcus can play...
It's easy. Quantum particles, blah, blah, blah.
really any kind of instant. and then copy it with expansion. With the way that Raw works, he can create this loop where Raw just does a point of damage to me over and over and over and over again. And I think pretty much I'm just going to die now. So Electrostatic's going to do the extra points of damage to me, and he's explosioning me for 4, although I think that that one copy of it from Raw is going to be 0. Okay, but that's right. Raw's going to do the damage to me too, so. All right. Well, Raw wins this one. Okay, we go on again? All right. Let's try this girl power one more time. I know. I find Raw a little bit annoying. And he seems very arrogant, which is probably why Marcus plays him. Okay, this is a lot better first hand this time. I'm going to keep that one. I know I need to get another black source, but that's okay. I think I'll go ahead and get this forest out here first. This is going to come in untapped. Depending... You know, with him only having 1 mana out right now, though, and it looks like he switched his deck up. I think I'm going to get Crawl out now. He's a big body, starting at, for a 2 mana cost, I think that that's the right move to make here. Oh, I see. I see what we're doing. Yep, definitely need to get in as much damage as I can now. So Marcus is going to be playing his Amass deck. So I'm going to be looking at really big armies and other spells that do lots of crazy things interacting with those really big armies. I'm going to go ahead and get my 2 black sources out now. I think what I'm going to do first is... I think I'm going to hold back the Vraska's Contempt, actually. I do want to scry, though. I've got a lot of land in hand, and I want to make sure that I'm not going to end up with a bunch more. It's only a downtick of 1 for Samet.
You are blind to the truth.
Gosh, that's not horrible, but I feel like with this deck, it's not what I want. He's got stuff that's just going to kill things that are really small, so... this next turn, that army is only going to be 2, so long as he doesn't do anything else to it. And now we're just going to have 1, so I'm not horribly worried about Samet. I mean, if he's got something that's going to kill Samet, I'm not going to really be able to do anything about it anyways. But at least that army is not going to be too much of a threat to her right now. But this next turn, we're going to get a Vivian out. And we're going to get rid of that Dreadhorde. Oh god, that's not a bad card either, though. I think right now the more important thing is getting rid of this Dreadhorde invasion, because I don't want that army getting up too high. He'll start gaining life if it gets to 6. And with Angrith out right now, he's going to be able to...
That can't help.
Get that up next turn. So. Let's see. That's going to kill it no matter what. But again, I think I want to scry, so let's do it.
I was trained for this.
I actually think I'm going to leave that up. Let's just go for a face on this. I got the Vraska's Contempt that I can use on Angrith this next turn, so. Those are both gonna die. So I imagine we'll do an amass 2 here. Yeah.
The only prize I desire is your head.
All right, let's see here. I think if I do a, can I Pirates Pillage and then, oh, I can't do that. Let's do a +1 here first.
No
See what
one
we
knows
get.
the wilds like I do.
Where does this one go? May reveal a creature or land card and put it in there. Okay. So I don't have a creature anywhere there, but I got a land, so we'll take the land. That's good, because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to Pirates Pillage. We're going to get rid of this land. And then I'm going to, that at least drew me a couple more cards, but I am going to go ahead and contempt this Angrath.
Back to the devil's chains in the storm-wrecked sea I go.
Okay, next turn. So Corey, I don't know if I've had a chance to look at your Dreadhorde deck. Is it like a paper deck or is it one online somewhere? Good thing I saved this back. Nikki B over here is not a good thing to have on the board,
I'll
so
be back, just like before.
I see the time for sparring has passed.
so I think what I'm going to do is we're going to, can I do that? 1, 2, 3. I think actually I'm going to go ahead and play Saheeli.
Today
I'm going to Vraska's Contempt this Nicobolus. That's going to make me at least a dude that I can use for blocking.
Have been foiled.
And then this next turn I'll play Captain. I could have put Captain out, had her on the board, but the thing is the real value from her is tapping her, attacking to get treasures, and doing that and losing her to a Dreadhorde just didn't make any sense. So I think I do want to go ahead and save Samit just in case I get something decent this next turn. I'd really like to get a crawl. Totally did not happen, but I got what I got. So I think I will probably end up losing one of these anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and scry. So the other reason that haste is there, FYI, oh, that was a good scry, is now that Samus not on the board, technically she wouldn't have haste. So that haste on Samus makes sure that that creature has haste still. That elf is going to die, though, if I swing in, so we're not going to do that. Grixis. Grixis isn't too bad. I actually like Grixis if I'm playing the right blue cards. Like, for example, I love the card Stealth Mission. I'm actually, the deck I'm going to play next actually is has that card in it. It's not a Grixis deck though. But depending on what blue cards I'm running, it's not that bad. Grixis is fine. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I just get rid of a land. I've got 6 out still if I get a Carnage Tyrant. It's not too shabby, I guess. See if he blocks with the Dread Horde. I mean, I know I'm going to lose a captain, but I'm either going to have 2 Neagle Boluses and a Dread Horde facing me, or I'm going to get rid of something, so. Mono red. I think I don't really find mono red very fun either, because I want to do things that are, I don't know, like, that need more pieces to work together, I guess. But I do like to play red and black Rakdos. All right, I got to get rid of another permanent here. I think my elf's not doing me any good right now, so I think I'm going to go for the elf.
You have no weakness I cannot exploit.
At least this way, if I get a Carnage Tyrant and my Saheeli is out for some reason. Let's see which one he targets me. Okay. So if I get a Carnage Tyrant, I can at least copy it. Yes. Onto that treasure. And the other thing that's nice is, I mean, unless he gets rid of that treasure when I go to copy it, it's going to have hexproof too. So after it's done being copied, can't target it. It's really nice. And I used to be like total like Orzhov color, black, white. So my first deck that I ever started out with, it was right before like Amonkhet rotated out. I had a vampire deck that Marcus helped me to build. Oh, that's smart there.
I need to iterate.
Smart, smart. Got rid of my Saheeli so I couldn't do anything with it. Anyway, so I had a vampire deck. Really liked it. Can you flip that? 37, I think so. Okay. So I got to get rid of something. Get rid of that treasure, I suppose. But I really liked that black-white deck. And then Marcus really helped me kind of work it into something that was a little more competitive. I mean, the one I originally had didn't do too bad, but let's get rid of this one.
My revenge will be painful.
What was I talking about? Oh, and then I ran a black and red deck for a little while, Rakdos. Really cool. I know he can flip this, though. I mean, I know he can't target my Carnage Tyrant, but still. Okay. So that's definitely going to... All right, so both of us are basically at 2 turns here. Nice. All right, I'll play this Druid then. I think I'm going to go ahead and get this card out here too, just in case I do have to adapt her for some reason. Monocolored decks. I do agree with you. I feel like this one can adapt her 3. I think. Oh, it's still his turn. I do think that at least having one more color helps you to be more versatile, a little bit more flexible. I really find it interesting when people play like monocolor, but they run an extra color land, like some dual lands, and then they have stuff in their sideboard, and so they can just put in something that they need for, you know, against one particular deck. I think that that's a really neat idea. And I've seen some people do that and make it work. But it's really hard for me to play with monocolor too. What are you doing?
The dead shall serve me.
Well, you know what? That just sucks. That's too bad that guy didn't have haste. All right, so if I adapt her 3, that's 5, 6, 7. That's still going to kill both, but at least it's not going to have any damage coming through to me.
My knowledge is
Down 2
endless.
cards. Okay. So mass 2 and then 2. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this now. It'll at least save her. Save me from a couple damage. Of course, it's not going to help me any. Thanks, babe. Yeah, Carney's my guy. I have to admit, though, that Crawl Harpooner, he can be a sneaky one in this deck. It's really nice when I can bring him out with a salmon out and swing in. Like, that 6 would have been great, but didn't happen. Okay, babe, tell me, should we switch decks? Okay, I'll switch. Oh, I need to do direct challenge. So I'm going to switch over to this other deck that I had put together that's really similar to my Girl Power deck. I call it Proliferate Me. It has the same mechanics in it with the... oh, see you later, Justin. Gotta love that schoolwork. I just had my last day yesterday for a whole week. I'm so excited. I needed it. And I'm on vacation, so that's even better. Anywho, so this has Samus Sahelian. It's still Carnage Tyrant. Same mechanic there that I'm doing. Instead of using the red and green, though, well, I still have green in it. I've got white and blue in it instead. So here I know I'm talking about I don't really like to play with blue, but I have it in there for specific reasons. I do have a couple of counters in there. I think it's just waiting on you, babe. I got a couple of counter spells in there to help with, like I've got some absorbs to help with some life gain if I need it. And keep control of the board, but really this one's focused on getting Carnage Tyrant out, making copies, and then using Stealth Mission to swing in where they can't block. Speaking of. So I think I'm actually going to go ahead and keep this. I know I've only got a couple lands, but I've got Alana Warlock to help me out. And I was going to say I have that Chemist's Insight that can help me draw as soon as I need to. It looks like all my lands are going to be buddy lands right now, though, so we'll start with that one, and at least this next turn I can get Lana Worlds out. Can you see if you have the cards from my deck and go to use it, please? What? What are you talking about? Corey? Wild Growth Walker. Okay, babe, now I know I talked about you not being on camera because you might cry if you lose, but if you make me cry on camera and smear my makeup, that's not going to be very fun. So I can at least get a Saheli out. I could get Salmon out, which I kind of think might actually be better. Oh no, I can't. I forgot. That's got to come in tapped. Okay, we're going to get a Saheli out.
Prepare to marvel at my
That way this next turn, if I play Samet, or any of the other two, the instant or sorcery there, then I'll at least get another dude. So you want to give me your list, and then I run an arena. So I'd have to build it, though. I probably wouldn't have time to do it on this recording, but it's definitely something I could look at and build. And if we do another one this week, I can try to do that. Okay. Wow, I got all the buddy lands. So let's see here. We've got these two guys going to be swinging in for 2. I'm going to have to tap my elf to play her. I think I'm probably better off just holding back and playing that Chemist's Insight at the end of turn. Or actually, if he's going to attack and I really needed to block with something, I don't know what else we've got in here. I don't know that I've seen this deck yet. If I really needed a blocker, though, I could cast that Chemist's Insight and then use the servo that's made. I always want to call them Thopters. I know that she doesn't make Thopters on this one, but...
Really quick before you get your teeth kicked in.
So what are you going to play this guy Riot? Crawl? Oh, another Wild Growth Walker. Okay. He's going to draw a card. Okay, so now we've got 3 that could come in potentially at Saheeli. I might actually do that. I'm going to do this with 4 blockers. Ooh, that's nice to get. So she's only going to take 2. Actually, I think I'm okay with that. I'm okay with her going on 3. So I have these Pollen Bright Druids in here also for the incubation druids. Very cool. I think I'm actually going to hold back a little bit here and keep that settle back. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Even if I just get rid of a couple things, that's good. Especially these ones. Gonna say you can import it on Arena if you like. Oh, I don't know how to do that. How do you do that? Import. Holy moly. We have all these green creatures out here, big guys, and then we have a fanatical firebrand, a goblin monkey. Wow. Wow, wow. So, who all is watching? I see we've got 4, it looks like, in chat. Okay, what are you playing?
A little power can go a long way.
Give a shout out if you're watching. Jeez. I hope you swing in with all this. I know you can hear me too, but... this isn't cool. Gonna get rid of my Lana or elves, aren't you? That's what I would do. I don't blame you. This is the one bad thing about me being on camera and him not, is he can hear everything I'm doing because I know he's watching. And I can't see a lick of what he's doing besides what's on the board here. Usually he is pretty good about playing like he doesn't know, though. It's actually how I learned. I don't know if there's anybody that's sort of new or that has somebody that they're teaching who's new. But the easiest way for me to learn was we played open hand. So I would just have my cards out close to me, but they were all face up. And Marcus just pretended like he didn't know what I had, but he would literally walk me through, like, after I'd make choices and help me with, you know, like, why are you making this particular choice? It really was helpful. So I don't have 2 green mana now because I don't have my Lana War Elf. So I can't really play my Samet. I think I need to get rid of this Domri though. So I'm going to put a 1/1 counter here. And then I'm going to use the self motion on this little guy. It's kind of sad, I know. But it's got to get done. Domri is making this board
I'm not finished with you.
grow hella big too fast. I really would have liked to have been able to use that Chemist's Insight and try to draw into some more land. But Domri really was making that board tough for me. Sent me the link on Facebook. Okay, I'll check it out. I'm finally getting used to, I think, reading the chat, watching my board, and talking at the same time. So I'm not sure how well I would do trying to download something from Facebook right now, too. It's a woman's brain for you, I guess. All right, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? This is not good, people. Well, I got a Lana War Elf I can play. That's going to give me another dude at least. Let's get rid of this one. Okay, here's a land. It's not green, but it's land. And yeah, okay, we're just gonna pass. This is not looking very good for me, guys. I don't like this. My girl power is like dwindled or something. You can't let this fool you, though. Marcus makes sick decks, and he's also a really good player, and he also can hear me right now. So even though he says that he doesn't he tries to play like he doesn't know, I think sometimes it's kind of hard not to. But, and like my girl power deck, I have actually gotten 4th place in my local LGS with that deck, and it's a really competitive LGS. Like, for example, our LGS has a player that is a regular there who won the Mythic Championship at another location and is invited to Spain now. So, I mean, that's how competitive that place is. So these decks aren't any joke. They really do a pretty good job. Just not against Marcus, apparently. Or white decks. Got that Fanatical Firebrand out again. Yep, I'll get rid of that Lana War Elf. I would too. I don't blame you. I really need a green land. And lands are crushing me right now. Yes, big shout out to Nick. I think that is amazing. And I'm totally dead right here. Totally dead. All right, I think I'm okay playing one more, babe. But I think I'm trying to decide if I want to do that one again or if I want to do a different deck. We have so many. Marcus actually had to delete some not too long ago because we hit, apparently there's a max of 60. Yeah, and we had too many. We couldn't even make new decks. I think I'll go ahead and try this one more time. One last game. Toast to everyone who's watching. Thank you. That's going to help me stay up for this one more game. I tell you what, though, it's been really nice to be able to do a couple of these. Slowly but surely, I feel like I'm getting better on camera. You going to challenge back, babe? He's probably deciding on a deck, too. But this week has just been really nice. I took a week off of work for a vacation. Very much needed. You can't hear me? You can't hear me on the camera? Oh. That's probably a good thing. Marcus said he had me turned down on the computer. Okay, let's go ahead and start with tap land. That way this other one will come in untapped. And I have green sources this time. I got 2 blue sources. This is looking a lot better. Land-wise, we are looking so much better. Are you going to run a mono red? Wow. Yeah. I like to, actually, toasting is something I actually did in one of my graduate classes with one of my professors. That was kind of his thing, and I picked up on that. It's fun. I mean, who doesn't like to be toasted? I think I'm actually going to hold back. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Not horribly worried about that right now. I think I'm going to hold back and save up that absorb. I'm going to put you back on mute. Love you. Since I know he's got the computer turned down now. Yeah, I tell you what, I had one class with that professor, but that was the only class I needed with him. He made a huge impression on me. Hey, what happened? Oh, shoot. My blue source is also my white source, and so I couldn't absorb. Wasn't paying attention to that. Nice job, Leslie. I probably should have played this Memorial to Glory, actually. So let's, I know he's going to shock that Charm Stray if I play it. Healy's probably going to die too. But I kind of want that Charm Stray to be the one that doesn't get targeted first. I'd rather Healy die first because this thing's going to help me gain some life, especially if I can get those counters on it. So, sorry, Healy, you're going to have to be my sacrifice if needed. If I don't die on this turn, for crying out loud. My lands did it to me again.
I know how to stop you.
We got 2, 4, 6, 8, Yeah, that's not looking so hot. Oh, come on. Okay, that's not fair. I didn't know that you were going to play a quick one. All right, one more. I know I said one more, but one more. You can play a red one again if you want, babe. Just don't play a white one. Actually, I don't know how this one does against white. I don't think this version's come up against white. I'm gonna have to try that one out sometime and see if it does any different. No green. Okay, but at least this time I actually have the sources that I need for my counter spells, so let's try it. We'll try it out. If you win again, I will toast you, babe. Considering you've won every single game tonight. I feel like this is normal for me, though. It's really fun when I beat him. I remember one of the first times that I beat you, and it was really something, especially because of the deck that I did it with. I can't believe it actually happened. I managed to put together, literally it was like my first attempt ever at putting my own deck together. And I made a vampire tokens deck that had 3 copies of, I can't even remember the name of it. It was some Ceratops or something like that. That gave all your creatures double strike. And yeah, Goring Ceratops, thank you. And I managed to win. I like flooded the board, and then he thought he was okay because he was, I don't know, like 15 life or something like that. Maybe I had like 10 creatures out, and then I played that Goring Ceratops, and I swung in for a whole bunch and ended up winning on that turn. It was a really good feeling, I'm not going to lie. So, still no green sources for me. But at least I've got some counter spells if he starts playing anything here. We are getting to a lot of mana on that side now. I feel something big coming on. No, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to discard something. That's not cool. Okay, so let's, I think I'm gonna discard this one. It's the one that makes the least sense right now, I guess. What do you have? You're not playing anything. Once again, I have all this green and no green land. I have to get one of these, whatever one of these elves. I'm going to do one elf, and then this next turn, if I don't get anything, I'm going to get rid of that Caribbean Crisis. It is really nice for those druids, but right now it's just sitting in my hand and taking up space. I don't have anything to use it on. Okay, so at least I can use something now. I feel like I need to surveil, so we're going to do that. Nope, we don't need that. We need green. We need green mana. Not green stuff. We need green mana. Start praying for green mana for me, people. Oh, you
Ready to
would.
throw down the gauntlet? I am.
Here's that roll
What's
again.
not to love? I'm brilliant, handsome, and totally electrifying.
I toast your brilliance and handsomeness, roll. I think this is like my least favorite planeswalker right now. Okay, well, at least I got something I can use that time. I think I'm going to get rid of this. Yes, yes, pray for green. I need green mana sources. Like, so bad. I'm never going to get to this Carnage Tyrant. Shut up. Don't even. Are you going to combo out on me right now? Are you holding priority? Are you holding priority on me? Come on. This is one thing that I kind of don't like about Arena, actually. I want to be able to, like, scroll through these. And I can't. I wish they would just put a little thing down here so I can scroll through them and see them. I don't even know if this is going to help me any. So he is copying the shock and then copying the expansion. So I think, I'm trying to remember if I do this right. I think if I get rid of this one, or is it this one, that I can stop it. I'm going to try the middle one. I'm not sure if that's right, but we're going to find out. Hey, I kept it from looping. That's all I care about. Love you,
Guild
babe.
Planeswalker, genius inventor? I got it all.
So, I hear you, Corey, on the shock. The problem with that one, I think anyways, I think that if I had gotten rid of the shock, what really was going to create that loop was so he cast expansion and then
For every action, there's a reaction.
cast another expansion to copy that one. And so if I had gotten rid of shock, like, he still would have copied expansions because his first shock, I think that he did a down tick. I can't remember honestly, but still, like, those top two were the ones that were going to loop. Are you doing it again to me? Please don't do it again to me. What is this? I want to see it. See, like, I can't see what this is. I want to know what this card is. Like, heaven forbid you glance away for 1 second. Wizards apparently doesn't seem to know that. So I did send a thing into them, though. So hopefully, actually, can I do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I got a thing out. I think I'm actually going to keep that. I mean, I've got this if I need to, hold back here to get rid of something, but I kind of like having both of those in my hand, so. I'm just going to get another one of War Elves out and hold up this Zord. Oh, hell yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I can play another one. You might kill them all, but what are you going to do? Okay. Yeah, for the loop, yes. So the copied the first expansion like kind of like is this sort of the start of the loop, because then the next expansion is copying that, and then you just keep copying, making copies of expansion. I don't know what you're doing, but you're only playing one opt. So I think I'm just going to resolve one at a time here. I don't want to absorb and opt and then just have the same thing happen to me in a second here and not have my absorb to get rid of the loop. But yeah, the expansions are what he's using to copy. You can also use double cast though. Double cast is really nice too, because you don't need to have like an additional, you can just have a double cast and an expansion. Because that double cast is what will get your loop started.
iPhone on Gale Force wins. Beating you will be a breeze.
I totally
There's a storm coming
did
your
not
way.
realize that's what was going on. I honestly, I thought that we were doing like a down tick or something. And I thought that that's why Roll was up there. I did not read that properly. I totally should have absorbed that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Again, I'm just gonna do these one at a time just in case. Although he does only have 2. Yeah, it's not gonna kill me right now though. I think I'm gonna leave the absorb back. It's gonna gain me 3 life either way. Whenever I use it, I want to use it at a time when it's gonna stop one of those loops. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not enough. I need to have at least one more land up, and this one's not going to be up, so we're going to play that one now, and we'll just pass. I'm just waiting to have enough land up that I can play Carnage Tyrant and my Absorb, and that way the next turn I can do a stealth mission, swing in with my Carnage Tyrant, and still have enough mana up for a counter spell if I've got them in hand.
You ever wonder why hurricanes don't have 2 eyes?
No, I'm not running Oath of Teferi. I'll have to think about that one for a little bit. Stammet's cool. Stammet's not bad. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that still leaves me the 3 that I need for that. I kind of think I want to play Stammet. Actually, no. I'm going to go ahead and play Carnage Tyrant. Leaves me 2 blue and 1 white, right? 1 white, 2 blue. Okay. So I know he's not going to come out with haste this time. It's okay. But here's why I did it that way. So you can't target Carnage Tyrant. So Carnage Tyrant's pretty good right now. I mean, unless he's got some other crazy stuff up his sleeve. But he's got a lot of burn stuff.
It's these
And
quantum particles, blah, 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 and then you die.
Stammet is definitely going to be a big target if there's nothing else out there. And I'd rather have her out there this next turn, be able to do a stealth mission and swing in with a whole bunch. And of course, we're going to do that. But I think that I will get rid of that Deafening Clarion. I know that's still going to do a lot of damage to me here, but Hey, what happened with that? Oh, he copied it. Forgot. So at least it didn't kill my Carnage Tyrant though, because that would have killed my Carnage Tyrant. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this time though, well now I can't play Samet, so that's not good. But I can do this and still play my Absorb if I need to, so we're going to do that. And what is Raw at? 2? I think I'm actually just going to go ahead and take this to Marcus's face. Because I have the Absorb that I can use if he starts to do anything funky with that. And then I can use Carnage Tyrant this next turn if I need to. Good lord. All right. Well, he's got something on the board now. Have 9 face mana? What's that? What's 9 face mana?
My experiments are mostly successful, except for that one.
At least this Absorb will help me gain some life in a second here, too. That didn't happen. Okay, I think we're just gonna get rid of Raw this time.
I need to make sure this doesn't happen again.
And if he's got another one, I will Absorb it this time. I won't mess that up again. I really was not thinking at that point in time. Copy that spell. I don't like that. So I can technically do both, I guess, if I really need to, but all right, fine. What else you got? See, I can't read this one. I don't know what this card is. Two, 1/1, colorless Thopter, artifact, tokens with flying. You gain 1 life for each creature you control. Okay, so that's going to make 4. He's going to be top decking. 4, 5. Actually, I think I'm okay with that. That's fine. You're going to gain 5 life. Okay. I still can't play my Samet. Oh, I think I just muted you. Sorry. So I know that that's 4 that's going to come into me no matter what this next turn. 5 now with the Dreadhorde also. Nope. Don't want him drawing any cards or gaining any life now at this point. So I just gained 3 from the Absorb. So even if he swings in with 5 now, it's got 2 turns before he can get me with that. And I've got 2 turns with my Carnage Tyrant. So unless he can top deck something really good, we're doing pretty good. We're going to make that dude a little bit bigger there too. Ooh. And I got enough to use it. So yeah, we'll leave that there. So crossing fingers, hopefully we don't end up with a shock in hand now. Or a lightning strike or something like that. I just might get this one, guys. Oh, yeah.
Interesting creature. Let's see how you work.
All of my Alana worlds ended up gone, though. Sweet. Okay, so let's just make that guy bigger again.
My blades will always
We
strike
don't need that
true.
land. And we're gonna hit face here again. And I think I finally got one. Took a while. But we got there. All right, thanks, baby. So I think that's it for the night. Oh, I'll mute that again, sorry. I think that's it for the night for us. Tell me what you thought, what version you like better, if there was something that you didn't see in there that you think I should put in. I really like feedback like that. I definitely wouldn't say I'm a new player anymore, but building deck-wise, like I still like to take the tips and tricks. So help me out, leave some comments for us on that. Give us a like. And thanks for watching, guys. Do you have anything you need to say before everybody goes?
Just remember, opt for greatness.
Opt for greatness. I love it. Toast to you all for watching again. Thanks.